Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm finally back here at the regular shop and we're going to be starting this huge fire truck build today. Before I go any further though, I want to shout out to two YouTubers who have done the RC Genius Motor Swap Challenge, starting with RC's Big Air. They did a great job. It was really fun to watch. Be sure to go and check them out because they did a great job. I'm going to put the link to their video in the description. And I also want to give a shout out to Jax RC, who also did the challenge. Be sure to check out his channel and the video that he did in the description as well. We're going to accomplish the rotation of the ladder and also get steering wheels, which look, is already done. So we're going to go jump into the time lapse and I'm going to talk about how we're doing it. So to start this project off, I wanted to take the main body of the fire truck off of the main chassis. I didn't do this with the smaller fire truck. However, with a truck this size, I really think it's easiest if I remove the top portion so I can work on the chassis alone. Taking a look at the bare chassis now, it's time to remove the front wheels and start measuring for the steering axle. To get the steering axle flat on the main chassis, so that means I need to remove the wheel wells in order to make that happen. Once I cut enough around the sides of the wheel well, I was able to break the wheel well off by wiggling it back and forth and bending the plastic until it broke. This created a pretty clean snap, and then I was able to move on to the second one. Keep in mind that this truck never had a steering axle. It was always a solid axle from the left to the right tire. So with that being said, I need to carve out enough of an indent so that way when the wheels pivot side to side, they have room and they don't rub against the chassis. As I'm carving out the angles in the chassis, I'm making them a little bit larger than they need to be. Having a little extra room will never hurt, and I can always set a perimeter on the receiver and transmitter so that way the servo can only rotate so far. With the angles finally cut out in the chassis, now I can start to actually mount the steering axle. I do this by simply drilling 2 holes in the floor of the chassis and then put a couple of 3mm screws along with 3mm nuts and secure the steering axle to the chassis. It looks great, it fits perfectly. Take a look at the close-up. Here you can see me rolling the truck on the table with the 2 front wheels attached to the front axle. I have not actually mounted them completely to the axle because I will need to get an extended wheel nut to reach through the wheel and grab onto the stud that is actually attached to the front axle. I will need to order these in the future, but for right now, I just want to see how it rolls. I just had to include another vacuum brake. Now we're going to dig into this Tamiya planetary gearbox. This is the first time that I've opened up this gearbox, and I think it's going to work pretty well. What I'm hoping for is high torque and low speed in order to power the rotation of the ladder. It surprisingly took me a long time to build that gearbox. It was not as easy as I thought it would be, and the instructions weren't very easy to follow. I did end up mounting it directly to the turntable of the ladder by basically putting the output shaft straight through to the bottom of the ladder. Now I'm going to set it up with a little metal bracket, and then we're going to watch a quick demonstration of it running. The gearbox itself is going to work perfectly. However, the bracket I will need to come up with a better solution for, because it's so powerful, there is so much torque, it's actually going to bend and snap that metal bracket that I put on. We'll fix that issue in a later episode. Okay, and that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe and share this video if you want to. In this video, we were able to do the rotation of the ladder, although I need to get a better bracket set up because the gearbox has so much torque, it's actually bending the metal bracket that I put on there. So we'll work on that in the next video. And very cool, we were able to get steering wheels on this truck so easily. So, thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.